everyone. Thank you very much for joining me. It's your one and only Waka Waka Doctor, bringing you the best of travel all around the world. You know how we do it here. We share information with respect to moving abroad, whether it's through job opportunities or through the career route or even permanent residency. So long as it has to do with travel, this is your one-stop shop. I like to tell people that I am not a travel consultant. I am not an immigration consultant. Every information I share here is a consequence of having traveled to 62 different countries and lived and worked in 5 of these countries. I also like to let my viewers know that I am aware of some pages that have sprung up on the internet trying to scam people of their hard-earned money. I am not on Telegram. I am not on WhatsApp. So if you find anybody telling you to contact them through WhatsApp or Telegram, it's not me. I don't have those accounts. All right. Feel free to subscribe and give a thumbs up to this video if you like it. If this is the first time you're watching, you definitely want to turn on your notification bells so that you would get alerts whenever I post videos. Today, we're doing something different, something not entirely new, but something different. Over the last few months, many months ago, a new visa type sprung up, and it's called the Healthcare Workers Visa in the United Kingdom. A lot of people have given hope, lost hope rather, that they cannot get this visa. It's not possible anymore. It's too saturated. Some people go as high as spending £10,000, £15,000, getting these visas. But I'm here to tell you that it is still possible. It is still on, and you can do it all by yourself. All right. Joining me this lovely, beautiful day is a friend of mine that I met recently, and I met her at the airport, actually going on our way to resume our work. And she moved through this route as well. But enough of talking from Waka Waka Doctor. It's better to hear from the horse's mouth. So I'm going to, that's me setting the stage, and we will just kick on right away. So thank you very much for joining me. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Thank you so much. Our guest is very, very shy, so don't worry. But she's here to help as many people as are willing to listen and learn. Can you just give us a brief introduction of who you are exactly?
Okay. My name is NK, and I'm from Nigeria.
Fantastic. NK from Nigeria. Where are you at the moment, and what do you do?
In the United Kingdom, and I currently work as a healthcare support worker.
Fantastic. Work in the United Kingdom as a healthcare support worker. Like I said, I met her very recently at the airport when she was going to resume her duty. All right, let's get to the meat of the gist. The question to you is, NK, a lot of people want to know how they can get this done on their own. I know that you did this on your own because you told me so.
Yeah.
So how did you do it step by step? How did it start? When did it start? What was the process you took? And now you're in the UK. Over to you.
Okay. So I heard about this care worker visa, I think sometime in March of this year. So I did not really put much. I didn't really put my heart to it because I was concerned, or probably just still crazy about going to Canada. But yeah, when it started feeling like Canada was going to be a long thing, so I decided to try the care worker visa, and Of course, I think I saw the video first from your page. I think you did a video with Tochi then, and I also went to Tochi's page and also watched more videos about it just to learn or know the things that I was supposed to do. So I first of all started with registering for the IELTS test because I had one earlier, but they said I couldn't use that I had to write another one, which was IELTS UKVI. So I had to register immediately, and then of course I had to go and get some experience. Although I would say I have a little bit of experience because my mom was a nurse. She's a retired nurse now. And when we were growing up, she had like a small clinic where she used to practice, treat people. So I kind of like had small experience from that because I was always I was always there. But I had to still go and get the experience, the required experience. So I had to go to a care home around where I live to get the experience. And I would say that, and then, sorry, I also did some courses. That's the care certificate. And I also did some other ones on Allison and Florence Academy.
So you used Florence Academy and Allison. What courses did you do on those websites? Do you remember?
So I did all my care certificates, all the 15 standard courses of the care certificate. I did it on Florence, and on Allison I did diploma in caregiving and one other, I think, elderly caregiving, or one other course about elderly care.
Okay.
Yeah. So I then started applying in June, early June. I went to the sponsorship list because there is a UK sponsorship list for licensed companies that can sponsor people from abroad. So I use that list. I go there. I take I go and go to the websites of those companies. I either apply on their site or I send an email. So I kept going. I kept receiving some negative responses, some unfortunately emails. They were a lot. And luckily for me, I got my first interview. I got was from an NHS trust. But at the end of the day, it turned out that the role I applied for was not eligible for sponsorship. So, of course, I was very upset, and kind of like my morale was kind of like down because that was my first ever interview from the hundreds of applications I sent for. I kept on going because I knew what I wanted, and of course, no relenting. So I kept on going. I got the second one. I did the interview and I didn't go through. I didn't pass. And then in September, I decided to change my strategy. I said, okay, I've been doing one thing and it's not been working. Let me do something else. So I know that all these websites have been going, that they have phone numbers. So I started calling. I said I was going to start calling just to be sure that they are really recruiting from overseas before I send any applications, because I cannot just keep sending applications and keep getting negative responses. So that's what I started doing. So every night before I go to bed, I go on the list. I get down some companies. I had a whole exercise book for it, a full exercise book for it. I go and get some companies, and I say, okay, tomorrow I'm going to call these companies. I'm going to call all of them and find out that they're really recruiting before I start sending. And that was what I started doing. Of course, I wasted a lot of airtime because it's really not cheap calling UK numbers with the Nigerian line. And luckily for me, early October, I struck my luck. I called the company and I immediately got an interview. In fact, I started my interview immediately. I called, like I said, are you recruiting from overseas? And they said yes. They are currently doing interviews for people that have I applied. I said yes. I sent in my application the previous night. So I just called. I just called to, ensure that you guys are really recruiting before I start, or so that I can at least know if it's something I can start hoping on for a response or something. And they said okay. Sorry that so the guy that submitted me himself, and that was how the interview started. I didn't expect it, like I wasn't prepared for an interview that early morning, because it was just exactly 9 a.m. So as unprepared as I was able to answer him, and that was probably my only interview question that I know that had head or something. The other ones were just asking me if I can drive, how old are you, and things like that. And that was it. The guy said he liked my English, that my English is very good. And anyway, long and short of the story was that the next day I signed my job offer and contract, and the day after that I got my COS.
Wow.
Yeah. So
did you, when you were applying for your visa, did you need to have proof of funds in your account?
Yeah, I had my proof of funds. Like I just but I didn't use it because my COS had maintenance. It takes maintenance there.
So you didn't need to use it.
Yeah, but I still had it. I just had everything ready just in case anything comes up, because I was really hopeful. I even did my police clearance and my TB test. Yeah. So I had all those things ready. Wow. I even had to send part of the documents I was asked to send by the company that day after the call was my TB test, my police clearance, bank statement was also part of it. They wanted to know that I'm able to take care of myself if I come to the UK. So that was it.
Did they offer you accommodation?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, they did.
Fantastic. So there you go, guys. That's how to do it. NK started her search in March, and she finally got into the UK in November. April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. 8 months of hard work, and this is to encourage you. You heard her when she said she sent hundreds of applications. So keep doing it. I'm going to get a list of those companies from her, list of the companies with which she made those applications. I will put it in the description box of this video so that you can also look them up and start giving them a call. And perhaps one person can get a job offer and make the move in the next 6 months. Look, thank you very much, NK, for doing this with me. I appreciate your time. It's been your one and only Waka Waka Doctor here. That's how to move to the United Kingdom as a healthcare worker, as a healthcare support worker. And it's still possible. It's still on. The visa is still available. Till I see you again on another episode, another video. Thank you very much for watching. Action.
Bye.